My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. So let me explain Scientology. There are more than 3 dimensions. There are 12 dimensions in total. These dimensions reside within the universe itself. It's like it's on the inside of the universe. It looks like inward expansion. They call this place the inverse. We have biology in these extra dimensions. Extra dimensional biology that you can't see while you are alive. A plethora of organs and tissues that we don't have in the third dimension. The human genome produces a 12-dimensional humanoid with a head covering, has 2 horns. We are designed to fly through outer space. We do molecular transfer. We move particles around with our mind, so magic. We are Anunnakis. That is the human afterlife experience. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra-dimensional biology before they die. They remove it from themselves, and they utilize technology and techniques to turn them into upper-dimensional vehicles, biologies in which they can drive through the upper dimensions. These organisms are known as aliens, and they are alien in appearance. So there are people on Earth driving aliens onto my location and using these aliens to harm me and my family. This technology gives them the ability to drive other organisms that are not their own. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms in any dimension. And they are using this technology to drive worms through my body. They have contaminated my body and my animals with parasites to use as weapons. They are driving worms through our biologies and harming, damaging biological tissues. They are also stealing biology from me. They are taking my extra dimensional biology away from me. I am sick. And they leave these worms in, so most of these worms are extra dimensional parasites. They fill me full of parasites and they just leave them in. It causes me discomfort. They want me to be sick. They don't want me to succeed in any way. They don't want me to have a job. They don't want me to make any money. They don't want me to have a vehicle. So I have these worms called pock marks all on the top of my head. They go down into my brain. They have my groin filled with pock marks. They have worms in my extremities, such as my legs and my arms and my hands. So this technology that they use, some of it is recording technology. It records sensory perception inputs such as sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. And this allows them to create a hive mind. They link each other's minds up to a computer system. This allows them to hear each other with an inner voice and interact with each other in a digital landscape. They do this with their eyes closed or while they are sleeping. And some of this technology artificially stimulates brain and central nervous system tissue. So they interface devices with their brain and central nervous system and stimulate this area of their biology. This is having a narcotic-like effect upon the user. They stimulate their neurons and their glands This elevates neurochemicals such as dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, and it elevates hormones such as growth hormone, estrogen, and testosterone. It is causing some severe psychological issues within these people. They are psychotic, delusional, jealous, pettiness, greed, toxic masculinity, irritability. They are quick to become violent. If you have a job position in which they desire to control, they may force you to assimilate. Or if you have abilities or aspects, characteristics that they desire, they may force you to assimilate. Either they force you to practice Scientology, or they install technology in your brain and central nervous system that allows them to control your behavior. They take surrogates at will from the public and from the government. They also steal body parts, extra dimensional biology for their surrogate making purposes. So they take extra dimensional biology and they doll them up into little Barbie dolls, surrogates, which can be driven around. They traffic humans, they kidnap, they rape, they torture people. And another thing that I have to mention is there's this entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimensions. Our extra dimensional biology is made of the same particles in which our third dimension is made of. If you remove extra dimensional biology, no matter where you take it in the universe, it acts as if it never has left you. What happens is you can't remove energy from the particles. So as the extra dimensional biology leaves you, space-time in between you and that biology shrinks to zero. It warps the space-time around you. This allows them to take biology to a remote location and do things to it, and it shows up down here in the third dimension. They have facilities on Earth and in outer space that house extra dimensional biology. They like to remove biology, specifically brain tissue, and take it to these storage facilities and install it into a storage system, then interface this biology to a computer system. This is part of their hive mind technology. And this also acts as a command center so they can drive their other biologies. So there are 12 dimensions worth of biologies. They like to cleave their biologies every 3 dimensions. So you wind up with 3 biologies in the upper dimensions that they can convert into vehicles, biologies that can be driven. And they do this by stealing biologies from people and other organisms such as reptiles, insects, and worms. They make several alien forms. There are the blue bloods, the greens, the grays, the whites. And they make lizard people using lizard body parts. They make insectoids or bug people using bug body parts. And they make worm people using worm body parts. They get big compared to us. So they go to a place in the universe where time and space is different. They would achieve a different rate of expansion and they grow to massive proportions. They treat us like little Barbie dolls down here. They have possession of my extra dimensions. At first, it started out as transplant purposes. They tried to take my brain and put it on somebody else in an attempt to gain my intelligence. I am an author, a creative. I'm part Native American. I write literature and I create. And my My job is a tool maker. I develop tools. I'm extremely intelligent. They tried to take this intelligence and put it on another human being. That's how it started out. Where they tried to create a surrogate in which somehow gained my intelligence. Then it turned into a snuff film. They filled me full of worms and torture devices and kept me in pain and suffering. It made me sick. They used this hive mind technology to harass me. They harassed me constantly. And they are premeditating my death.